Hello, Dr. Mitchell, and everyone in the class. If you are watching this video, so I'm just recording how I use Notion to create a semester lesson plan for a course called Biochemistry. My targeted learners are college students at the 300, 400 level and prepare them for graduate school or medical school. So for college instructions, I feel like using Notion will come into a great help. So first of all, how do I get this template? I didn't have to create the entire thing from scratch. So there's a template that I can use. So in order to do that, you have to create a Notion account. And then if you go into templates, okay, I'm just going to pull up a completely new Notion page so we can follow easier. There you go. Okay, so if you go to template and you search under students and search for lesson plans, and it looks very basic, but if you click on use this template, okay, so the whole page will pop up for you. So you can add some note here before you go down with your schedules, then your class schedule. You can add some note. For example, like I want to add some standard, then my standard will have national standard, uh, standard for science education, for example. And also I want to add Bloom's taxonomy standard, and I want to add the SD standard. Okay, so like you can see here, that's what I have here: National Science Education Standard, Science Teaching Standards, and I listed, and then the Bloom's Taxonomy learning levels. I can embed a link to refer to the source that I use from Vanderbilt, and then the SD standards for science. I can choose to do empowered learner, okay, digital citizen, for example, digital citizens. Let's see what else. Innovative designer, etc. So my point here is that you can use Notion to do a lot of things. Okay, so then look, I want this to be unbold because I just want the title to be bold. So I can just highlight it, and then the toolbar will pop up, and then you can just choose the desired font of tools or format that you want. Okay, so let's move on to the tables. So in the examples, in the templates, they give you the tables that have like names, lesson date, status, type, created date and times. So what you can do is you can click on this one to change the title. For example, if I want to change it to Unit 1 Overview, and instead of lesson date, I want to change it to week. So I'm gonna click on lesson date, rename in week, right? And I don't want it to be date, so I just change it to number. You can change it to number format. I think I have um they don't have Romanian letters numbers here, so I'm gonna skip this and change it back to text. Actually, instead of text, I'm gonna change it to select, and I will tell you in a second what that means. Okay, so add an option. You don't have to do this just yet. So this select will allow you to have a lot of options to type in your option and then just choose one option for the unit. For example, I want this unit one to be in week one. So I will type in week one, etc. And this one is called the first dictionary or grammar or something, but I don't want it to be that name. I can change it to, let's say, in unit one, I want to learn my student to learn about the introduction of biomolecules, for example. And this one, I want this to be week two. If it also in week one, you can just click week one to select. But I want this to be week two. So there we go. I just have to type in week two and then click create week two. So it create like a new label for that specific lesson. Okay, so for example, if I want to do unit one assessment, okay, then I can choose week two. There we go. Okay, starters. They have the starter created already for us, so it can the lesson can be not started, in progress, or complete. This way, it would help the teacher to know the progress of the class. Okay, the type lesson exam quiz, or you can add more type. For example, I want it to be a review or a review or project. Okay, so this columns right here, the type of the lessons, is actually a multi-select. So it's not select, but it's just not just a single selection, but it's a multi-selection. So that means you can add more properties or more features into your lessons. For example, like unit one assessment is a review and also a project that I want my student to do. And then for the time, I change created to edit. So I choose edit property and I change the time from created time to um, less edited time, for example, so I know like when I make changes or updates to the lesson. And then a good thing about this is that you can actually click on each of these title to open a whole new page that is in the new Notion design. It's side by side to your overall projects or overall schedules. And in here, they give you all the guides and tips, because this lesson plans is adopted based on the Harvard Business School's elements of effective class preparation. So I think this is a pretty creditable schedule plans or lesson plans for a teacher. And they will walk you through like learning objective, teaching opportunities, challenges, class design, etc. Okay, so they give you questions that you can answer, or you can just create your own plan. However, if we click on something that doesn't give us the instruction, what do we do? Right here, they have a template lesson plan for you. So if you just click on it, the entire guidelines will appear again. So I would show you very quick what I have done on my own Notion and how I plan for my class. For example, like I will go to Unit 101 overview. There's a week one, the status is complete. I don't put a tab because it's just like an overview, like a page of uh, topics, overview of topics for students. And I don't put any digital literacy because it will follow in each individual lessons. But for the standard, I put like Bloom taxonomy is remember and understand the national standard for science education is standard A. Um, if you want to change the formatting, you can highlight it again and do this, for example, to make it appear more vividly. Here we go. Yep. And if you click on my each individual unit overview, there's gonna be a learning objective and standards, student activity, and digital literacy that I wanna integrate into each unit. So if an individual lesson will require further or other digital literacy skills, I will list it here in this column. So um, it could be very personal. You can use my template. I will share this to the Google Classroom for Module 6. And then you can just duplicate it as your own template and start using it, or adjust, modify it to the best of your desire. Well, I hope this helped, and I really enjoy showing what I have done on Notion. Let me know if it helped or if it doesn't help, if you like it or if you do not like it. Thank you. Bye.